Hey everybody, welcome back to Sitting with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a collective reading about World War III because I got new cards and I think it's going to be fun. Not World War III, but this reading. So if you haven't heard, Iran is attacking Israel today. So things are escalating immensely, right? Don't mind my outfit. Should put you up a little higher. Anyway, whatever. I don't care. These are true crime oracle cards. Lies. Israel lies. So does the United States. Natural disaster. Look at that. Okay, so maybe the lies are about this natural disaster. I mentioned that in Collective Coffee the other day about how I hit my head on a crowbar while I was unloading groceries. Anyway, maybe what happened in the south of the United States was not a natural disaster. I already mentioned that. I kind of feel like it was healing popped up like all by itself. I think Earth is healing, quite frankly. But yeah. I don't believe that what happened there was an accident, unless it was Earth, but I don't think that's true. That's what I meant to say. I think it was a man-made disaster. 100%. If you don't know about smart cities, you should probably know about smart cities. My hair is driving me absolutely crazy. I don't think I have a... check this out too. Look what else I got. My desk behind me. Check this out. Sorting hat. How cute. Probably Hufflepuff, honestly. Maybe Gryffindor. Depends on the day. Okay. So anyway, where was I going? Wow, why are there all these cards here? There's this whole stack that was just right here. Accident, greed, mind control in reverse, celebrity in reverse, fire, and affair. I mean, I really like these cards. I don't know if you guys know, I feel like mind control and celebrity, they both came out in reverse. But a lot of people are talking about Diddy right now. Just a reminder, it wasn't just Diddy. All of these things that we're experiencing, all of it is greed. All of it, no matter what. No matter if it's an accident, a fire, or man-made disaster, or natural disaster, right? But natural disaster came out with lies, so, we know. I love these cards. I also have these. Got a whole bunch of new cards. 'Tis the season, you know what I mean? Alright, we are seeking answers about World War III. So, is what is happening in the Middle East going to affect the entire globe? I mean, it already is. Right, and then today is the 1st of October. You should pursue a different course of action. So the cards are like, don't do World War III. But up to us, we don't really have that choice, you know what I mean? Why does it smell like gas right now? It's smelling gas. I don't know if that's a Claire ability or if that's really happening. Total gas. Homicide. All because of debt. We know that. The United States is indebted to, everybody, right? Israel is indebted to the United States. The United States is indebted to its people, right? You and me. They say that we have debt, but really they're using all of our money to fund genocides, right? We don't want that. Iran is finally taking revenge. If you don't know what Israel's plans are, I just mentioned this in a Collective Coffee 2 days ago, maybe it was yesterday, that Israel is trying to really take over a large majority of the Middle East. within 5 countries, right? Like take portions of like 5 different countries. That's bugging me. And yeah, the fact that all of these countries are letting what's been happening happen for a year, like in Gaza, because remember, there's $5 billion worth of oil, right? Here in the United States, the East Coast ports went on strike, and that is also going to be a contributing factor to means of production in the sense of, well, I mean, everything. I mean, remember, we saw kind of like this back in COVID. Desert in reverse. Middle East. But, like, also food deserts is a real thing. I don't know. Shit's gonna be rough. Like, there's legal proceedings happening. I mean, honestly, fuck the courts. But I think what we're witnessing today on all of these different means, or all of these different means, we're seeing the strike happen. We're seeing strikes from Iran happen. The iPhone, another iPhone just came out. Ooh, these two are right next to each other, which I find really interesting. Trapped in child. I think ultimately that's the thing, is like, is there going to be a world for our kids? Like, what are we doing here? Why are we allowing these, I don't want to see the answers. Why are we allowing these powers that be to continue, right? Like, with all of the veil is very thin right now. Something better will come instead. Hopefully. I mean, that takes all of us for building, you know? I think especially with like this, the veil is very thin right now. What that means is like the spiritual and physical realms are like, there's not a lot separating them. So like even people who don't have spiritual gifts on like a random day are getting the ability to see and understand things right now that they wouldn't usually. Boat. You know, we're literally floating between worlds, and secrets are being revealed, right? So I feel like, hang on, what's this one? You already know. You already know what it takes, right? We already know what's happening. I've talked about this for years, at least the past year. But I think that civil war is most definitely coming to this country pretty soon. I need a better way to hold this. Oh, the light's much better now. It's okay, I can do this one-handed. I think civil war is coming, especially seeing like how the United States is handling the atrocities that are happening in the South. So the Southeast is like super affected. Everyone's been talking about like the West Coast and like shit going down on the West Coast, but right now it's the East and the South that are hella affected. Let's see what else we get. I got suicide. I'm not going to show the picture because it's pretty trigger warning. Please don't commit suicide. I feel like trusting our intuition, again, because the veil is so thin right now, really irks me when people say that. So if you're feeling irked when I say that, first of all, that's a shadow prompt. Like, why are you annoyed by that? Is it because you don't have access? Is it because you don't trust your own intuition? Is it because you don't, I don't know. I feel like when I get irked because I feel like a lot of people use that language and it's just been co-opted. Motel, hotel. It's creepy. These cards are really, really low vibrational because they are like the true crime cards. But that's just the way like the world is existing right now. Family, but it was in reverse. I think a lot can be said about this. Here in the West, nuclear families are a thing in regards to, you know, individualistic culture, not culture, society. And I feel like one of the ways that, you know, you already know what it's going to take. It's going to take networks, it's going to take mutual aid, it's going to take community support to offer, you know, this healing, to offer support in everything that we're all experiencing, you know. All right, let me grab one of these. Go more general. Okay. So just do you in your community, you know, it doesn't have to take a lot. Exactly. Clean up. There's a lot of shit going on in the South. The way that people are coming together is really good. I think it's really, really great to see Americans doing that, because I feel like I swear to God, I said most of this yesterday in Collective Coffee. It just sucks that it takes such atrocities for people to come together, and so that's the feel of these answers. You know, you already know what it's gonna take. Jealousy. I think jealousy is a roadblock to working together. There's really no room for that. I think one of the things that I've seen this past week or this weekend is getting things in order to barter with. This reading's all over the motherfucking place. So am I. Always. Fraud. Israel's a fraud. The United States is a fraud. The way that I think like everything is just coming to a head. And that's the thing, is like everybody. So a lot of us have been trying to share this information, and people have, you know, called us crazy. I've been called crazy for a good 20 years, locked in institutions, medicated literally, because I was trying to share the truth with people. So I feel like the information, like when we say the veil is so thin, it's just lies and secrets are being exposed. I feel like there's been a lot of, you know, propaganda is not what it used to be with social media, right? With our ability to talk to each other and build community globally, which is again why they want to ban TikTok, right? Because TikTok has just been this catalyst for a global movement that we've never seen, you know. I believe a long time ago in the ancient times, the world was much more organized. I think that's one of the mysteries of humanity, is like, what the fuck happened, right? I'm pulling as I'm talking to try and get clarity. And so I feel like we're really at this head, right? Like we can go either Xenon, you know, live in like spaceships, or we can like do land back and like, you know, take care of each other in the earth. Okay, so I just pulled inside and cover up. And I think it's becoming pretty abundantly clear that like Israel, like I think the thing that's so interesting about all of these things together is that like pedophilia has become a norm. Like preying on children has become a norm. Like child slavery, children soldiers. I have been, you know, the way that children have been preyed upon God, I'm just repeating myself. Has is gross, first of all. I mean, it's unacceptable. But I feel like Israel and the United States, that's the veil. That's the veil. Because we're finding out about what corporations, yeah, that's the veil. Right there. We're finding out who's responsible for all of this, right? And we're like, why are we allowing it to keep going? You know, why? Like, we're finding out about elite, like, hunting parties where they would, like there were people who were at Diddy parties as children, and they were like, I was given to the Diddy party as a party favor. They called these children party favors, and CPS took them there. Like, what? So that's what I mean, you know. Yeah, there's been cover-ups, and like the, you know, Israel and the United States are, you know, bombing the Middle East. Again, 9/11 was an inside job, right, between Israel and the United States, and it was their way of getting into, but like that was like 20 years ago, you know. We're finding out the truth at like a collective level, and the truth is a gift, right? Truth is a gift. It might be hard to digest initially, but like, what's harder to digest than, don't get stuck in the specifics. What's harder to digest than like literally watching children's body parts be blown off, watching their organs be taken from them and sold, watching them become sexual party favors? Like, that's literally what they called them. It's disgusting. Power supply. So if we think of power supply in the way of like narcissism and like energetic supply, which is kind of what I'm feeling because it's so drab in this photo, in this picture, and also like the windmill is at a standstill, and it's also like a peace sign too. Like, if you just put a circle around it, that would be a peace sign, which is kind of interesting. But like, the power supply is weaning because we the collective are finding out the truth. Wow, this has been 17 minutes of all over the place. Anyway, these are my new cards. I'm pretty excited about them. Let's pull a couple more. Mountains. I also pulled a wooded area, and grandparents. Imprisonment. This is the goal. This is the goal. I mean, it's the goal, but it's also already happening for like tons of people, right? Like the Florida DeSantis or whatever his fucking name is, they left prisoners in jail during that hurricane. I haven't heard if there were like over 3,000, like right in the line of the hurricane. I guess just try to keep building community, you know? God, it's like every fucking reading is the same fucking thing. Yeah. It's not gonna get better if we keep accepting it. You know what I mean? If we keep accepting this treatment, if we keep, you know, participating, we're gonna be voting here in the United States in what? Like 1 month and 4 days. Today's October 1st. If you're not seeing it's on the day that I upload it. Follow your heart, but like not in like a, you know, Lisa Frank way. Follow your heart is like your humanity. Like, get back into your humanity. Like, stop allowing these things to not trigger your humanity, your consciousness. I don't know. So anyway, World War III? Maybe. These cards are fun. These are like 8-ball cards. No definite answer can be given at this time. That's because it like depends on all of us, and our free will is like for us to choose to, you know, not participate in this bullshit, to make the world a better place. Landfill. Search the landfills is what's coming to mind. That's MMIW. There's lots of indigenous people here in Canada and the United States that have been come up missing and then end up in landfills, right? And again, it's women and children and vulnerable people, just because based on, you know, the history of genocide for this Western Hemisphere. Anyway, Iran is bombing this shit out of... Oh yeah, there's aliens coming at us too. I just pulled travel and outer space. I don't know about you, but I don't believe that... There's travel. I don't believe that these motherfuckers in charge are humans. And I feel like that has to do with that question of, you know, what happened. Because look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. Shit is disgusting. As a human, I can't do that to anybody. I couldn't even do that. I feel guilty when I kill bugs. And it's all because of this. Follow the money. Understand what it is that they're after. Understand how labor and how humanity has been enslaved in this capitalist system, right? The consciousness of the collective as a whole is definitely rising, right? And again, the veil is so thin right now that it's just like, when you see truth, acknowledge it as such, right? You have to let go of that indoctrination. You have to let go of that programming that you've been pushed into unwillingly, right? We've all been enslaved into this indoctrination. I'm gonna run out of time. But what I want to say really quick is that now's the time for us being the collective, being humans, to really believe what we're seeing, right? We are seeing it. You can't deny it when you see it. We're seeing it happen. So when you see it, believe it, and move accordingly. If you need more decolonizing prompts, I'm doing daily decolonizing over on TikTok a lot quicker than I was doing it over here on YouTube. I'm also doing some inner child healing prompts over on TikTok. My TikTok is Ascending Ashley. We're up to 150 subscribers here on YouTube. Thank you, everybody. I know this was a little crazy. I know you saw my double chin a lot, but it's all good. You know, when bullies get what they deserve, it's a time to celebrate. So, all power to the people, and all power to the people with the balls enough to fight back against these powers. Have a good one.